All right. Been true. Final Fantasy survives fashion. Almost an hour late. But hey, I'm here. Let me check the health of the stream. All right. Oh, this is much better. I mean, my laptop would be so finicky sometimes. It's like, dude, you gotta restart me. That's what it feels like sometimes. But hey, we're here. I streamed a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 last night. Whenever you look around Winter's Woods, you see meteorite, but just until a few decades ago, the whole area was full of Taru Taru. That was until the war years when Mithrin chieftains Piril Vashid came across the seas from the Mithrin homeland with their army of fighters. Okay. Phew, is it just me or is it stuffy out there? Hmm? You want to learn more about Trustaru? Trust is a new type of magic invented by Juno Institute for Magical Studies and failed at a recent internal symposium. Uh, as any austere student could tell you, most magic traps into the etheric energies of the caster, draining them. Trust, however, relies on spiritual energy which develops between two souls bonded closely by love. In friendship, that means you could use it regardless of your job. Your job, Wob? Isn't that almost as fantastic as my hairstyle? Indeed it is. There's one small caveat, Juror. Caveat, Juror. You should never use this magic within city walls, regulations and all. All right. So I wonder if wonder if Best Darn Pumpkin is my new friend is currently online. Hmm. Looks like they might not be online. Or I could just be totally doing this wrong. There's a couple people. Hello, ma'am. Have you ever found yourself throwing away items because Mog's safe is overflowing with dusty sets of armor collected on your many adventures? My colleague and I have heard the cries of our fellow adventurers joining together to aid all those in need. Trade me a full set, and for a small fee, payable on pickup, we will hold on to it and all the while protect it from thieves, moths, and all acts of god or goddesses. Please be forewarned that we cannot store any high quality equipment and that the signatures on any piece of collected armor will be lost. How may I be of service today? Arg, I'm so bored. I wish something would happen to get my hot Mithrin blood running again. How I envy adventurers like you. What I would give to be able to head out to the Eastborough and blow up some balloons for a bit of stress relief. Balloons, huh? What the heck does that even mean? What does that mean? Let's see, curious to see how many people are in my current area. 13. Cool, 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 cool. People are in the world. 990. It's typical. It's typically somewhere between 900 and 1,000. All right, let me grab my next mission for today. So last time I did the heart of the matter. Um, the Prince of Peace. Accept this mission from any Windhurst Gate Guard. Mithra are pretty good with their hands, you know. Why even give the Tartu a run for their money? That's why there's so many guild buildings in the Windhurst Woods. By the way, up this path you can see the Weaver's Guild. Behind the Weaver's Guild is the Boneworkers Guild. Good to know. Beat me up, Scotty. Another thing I really liked about, oops, nope, we're not doing that. About 14's map in particular is how easy it was to use. Like it was, and you could have it up on the screen too. Also, um, my first payment for this game will be in like 4 days. I think I'm gonna stick with it for at least another 3 months. So that way, the total that I pay for this game is about what you would pay for a full game. And then we'll see if I can stick with it. Like it blew my mind when I was talking to Best Darn Pumpkin, and they told me they've been playing this game for almost 19 years. Like that's crazy. Crazy in a good way, not crazy in a bad way. I admire the commitment. Sure, why don't we recast Signet on me? The missions we are currently able to offer to you at the Eastern Gatehouse are as follows. Price of Peace. That's the one I'm on, right? Yeah. The oh, Price of Peace. I will accept. So, have these missions helped in making you stronger? Yeah, perhaps you are about ready for a mission that involves the Yugo Beastmen. Only one way to find out. On the other side of the West Saboteur is a place called Gideus, the home of Yugato. You know the Yugato, don't you? They are the beastmen who, for ever so long, they've ravaged the grasslands of Saboteur. But the current Star Sybil took it upon herself to try and make amicable relations with the darn enemy. As a result, we have to pay tribute to Yugato with food offerings as a sign of our friendship. That's the crux of this mission. First, you are to go to the rhinoceros biological laboratory in Windhurst Waters. The researchers there will provide you with today's food offering for the Yugato. The researchers will tell you what you are to do next. This is an important mission issued by Heaven's Tower, and more specifically, the Star Symbol herself. Control your hatred of the Beastmen and fulfill this mission as best you can. I have accepted the mission. Not just any mission, the mission. I think I've got tickets to ride chocobos because it sounds like I'm going to be walking a pretty long way, per usual with Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, there's some chocobos. Alright. Let's see what the all-powerful wiki has to say. West Subturo, F8. Probably butchering these names. Aha. So it's an F8. Okay. Until you reach. Yes. I feel like alright, it's very important. I've got to go to the Windhurst Waters first. I want to make the same mistake I did last time and go to the place I'm supposed to go. And Windhurst Waters. I think technology must just hate me because my phone will crash just using Snapchat sometimes, and I'm just trying to send somebody a message. Nothing even like really all that stressful, or that should be stressful. J9. J. All right. Love the little pitter patters of my feet, my character's feet, I should say. That tickles. I sound like a weirdo. My cat just brushed up against my leg. So I'm looking for J9 rhinoceros. Who am I talking to? Leap hop. I'm in the wrong winter's waters. That explains it. Ripley. Psst. Hey, stop that. I don't know why. Sometimes she'll just rub her paw on the floor for no apparent reason. All right. Now we're cooking. Talk to this person on the roof. Yay. There you are. So some of these guys are hard to spot because they're so short. What? Speak up. What's that you say? You're the help from the gatehouse, eh? Here you go. Sorry for all the fuss. Today's offering for the altars of Gideus. In these bags are Hugo's favorite cherries. These should give those ugly old beastmen their merries. If you're wondering why there are now 2 bags, it's because there's 2 altars in Gideus's crags. A Hugo by each altar stands. To each of them a bag you hand, and though an offer you do bear, those Ugado may attack you there. So take precautions, be prepared, lest you return in states impaired. We're talking in rhyme, I guess. Alright, now I can head out. Let me make sure that's actually true. It says optional. Talk to Abanuro Debura inside the rhinoceros. I'm going to talk to him in case he gives me something extra to help me on this mission, because that seems like the smart thing to do. At first, there was just one altar for offerings in Gideus, so we only need to take 1 bag of food. Then one day, the sneaky Ugado decided to build another altar. They are so greedy. That's it. He'll give me anything else? Darn. All right. Let's begin this epic quest. Myself some stuff first. So let's do this. Sure. So not entirely sure how finding a party works. gonna powder my nose real quick. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. What's the Japanese player? Cool. Turn around. Yep. Again, I think I have a ticket to rent a chocobo, so let's see what that's like. Because I love chocobo riding in the other games. Greetings, I am a journeyman trainer from the VCS, and I have been sent to this town to promote knowledge exchange between chocobo owners. We believe that the best way to promote interaction between owners is through interaction between chocobos. And after countless VFC conferences, we have recently agreed on the establishment of a new program. Camp Quay. Breeders need only to possess a chocobo to join. Something else I would really love to do is to have a chocobo to raise. Please speak to me again if you're interested. I'm very interested. We refuse missions following any owners who have not checked up on their chocobos recently. Those who feel that they may have been neglecting their animal, they want to visit the stables before attempting to participate. Chocobos who are sleeping or have run away. Chocobos who have yet to be named. Party members who are too far away from the stables. We cannot think of leading a chocobo away from its pen when the owner was not present. Camp Quay is a place where fellow breeders can bring their chocobos to interact with each other. At the camp, owners can check the status of their companion animals, as well as confirm breeding capability. However, please note that any results from these tests are merely estimates and may not fully reflect the actual condition of the animal. Our wish is that through the various camp activities we offer, your chocobo will have the opportunity to prove its skills. How do I say? Only adventurers who are currently raising a chocobo can participate. Care to spare me an ear for a second, partner? You see, this one chocobo here hasn't been feeling very well lately. I've got the poor thing resting up. He doesn't seem to be getting any better. Poor guy. I consulted the apothecary who said she'd make her secret cure-all medication. Medicament? Yeehaw, wouldn't that be great, eh? My sick little boy would be all the better then, thanks to that. Seeing as I have to stay and keep an eye on him, I was wondering if you would be so neighborly as to go to the Mithra apothecary and see if the medicament is ready or not. The Mithra apothecary. Sure. Thank you for offering to help. The Mithra apothecary is near the Dalham farm. Please check. Go there. Do I have to go inside to rent a chocobo? God, there's so many NPCs. If you wish to ride a chocobo, you must possess a chocobo license and have a high enough job level. Choco Pass. I guess I can go ahead and sell you some stiff. Bomb arm? Might have to check that out first. I think it's a bomb arm. Can't really use this, so I guess I'm going to sell it. I don't think I can eat those. Ooh. What can I buy? Look up how I use Choco Pass. That'd make my life so much easier. You use to get a free ride, short regardless of that way license by trading it to. Okay. Let's see. Did it work? It did work. Yes. Awesome. All right, now where do I need to go? Gideous. This is so cool. I love chocobo riding so much. So apparently I can ride this thing for about 2 minutes. See, now I want one of my own. Apparently you can choose the color, pick the color, I think. So I wonder if you can fight on the back of these things too. I think my favorite for chocobo riding, at least so far, is the chocobo riding in Final Fantasy 15. I think it's really, really cool. The racing is fun too. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully, it's like, does the chocobo just run back to the stables? Hopefully, it doesn't just teleport me back there. That'd be rather unfortunate. It's a pretty sunset. Make sure I'm going the right way. I guess yep, that answers that question. Hopefully that was quicker than me going on foot. It's certainly more fun. H7. Alright. Hey, Best Darn Pumpkin. Welcome to the stream. Despite the fact I intended to start at 11, I really only started like 40 minutes ago. Technical difficulties and all that. How's your gameplay going? So right now I'm doing one of the. I got to ride a chocobo for the first time. That was a blast. I got to rent one, which makes me really want to raise one. That'd be really cool. I'm going to look into other mounts in this game because I know there's several, but I mean chocobos are classic. Um, right now, I'm doing the Price of Peace mission. Oh, it's only 10:43 where you are. Yeah, it's 12:43 um, where I'm from. So I usually try to start 11 Eastern time, um, and just depending on technology and just life in general. But yeah, so the two things I accomplished so far is I rode my first chocobo in the game, which was cool. I wish it would have let me go longer than 2 minutes, but definitely got me to where I wanted to go a lot quicker. All right, and it makes me definitely want to raise one. I know it's kind of a time sink, but it might be kind of worth it. And I'm doing the Price of Peace mission for Windhurst. All right. Um, have I played FF11 before I started streaming it? I did do the 14-day free trial earlier this year. I want to say back in March. I played for a little bit just to get a feel for the game. And that's when I played a warrior. Um, and I decided that I liked the game well enough to at least commit to a 30-day free trial and to buy the game. And I intend to play the game for at least another 3 months and spend at least up to another $30-ish on it for because it's, I mean, as you know, $12.95 a month for the membership. Yeah. Is there a limit to riding the chocobo when it's yours? All right. So where is this thing? All right. So I'm actually looking for H6. It's like I actually streamed a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 last night. I'm gonna do that on occasion because the free trial is insane. Like you can play that game up to level 70. And I imagine the reason they do that is they're still is you know because they feel pretty confident about that game, and that game is it's fun so far, even though I've played very little of it. All right, gotta talk to somebody named Yukito. All right, follow the path and at all the intersections take left-hand choice until you reach. No, the outpost in west is near the Gideus entrance. The Gideus entrance, huh? So I must be looking for. Big mountain again, right? I mean, you'd think. Okay, 30 minutes. I guess, I mean, that makes sense. They do get tired. So I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, how's your playthroughs going? So I was just mentioning that so far, um, my favorite Final Fantasy game that has well, I think they almost all of them have chocobo riding to some extent, but I think 15 does it the best. At least out of the ones that I've played. It's like, where is this thing? Let's see if I can find a clearer image of where Gideus is supposed to be. So why does it say that's by the outpost? But I don't know. Most of the time, the FF11 wiki says apparently Gideus is right here. So I'll walk over there and see if that is accurate. Yeah, I noticed that it doesn't look as clean as yours. Um, um, I would be interested in looking into that for sure. I mean, I don't mind the old school look because I mean the most important thing. I mean, I love Final Fantasy games that look beautiful, obviously. Yeah, if you want to send that to me, absolutely, I'd be interested in looking into it. I would just want to be careful that my laptop could still run it. Um, how many people do you have in your link shell? Oh, and by the way, congratulations on reaching 95. I imagine it's going to take me quite some time to get there, assuming I stick with the game for that long. Not that I'm not enjoying it. Um, 'Cause I think each time I play, my enjoyment of the game increases more and more. The more I play it and then communicate uh, with the community, like people like yourself, I would love to party up a lot more, but I'm just really not sure how to do this. Like I've got the logo on, but it's like I walked around Windhurst for a while getting ready um, for this quest, and nobody really seemed to notice. unless I did it wrong. Yeah, I've got a couple of here. Let me show you. I've got a couple of XP rings. So I've got the Chariot Band and this one. I think I've used them already. Yeah, so I've used both of these um, on myself, like you can see right here on my screen. But I imagine that those have helped me immensely. Yeah, I know there's something. I guess there's something you can do. It's because like when I watch some of your videos, it looks like yours looks a little bit better than mine. Oops. Right. Yeah, I figure that most parties. Although I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's a decent amount of new players, or at least old players with lower level characters that have jumped into the game. Because I know Final Fantasy 14. So I'm in the right area. Final Fantasy 14 just did a raid that was inspired by Final Fantasy 11, so I imagine that's drawn some people back into the game. Oh boy! All right, follow the path. Left-hand choice. All right. Maybe once I get high enough level, you and I can go. You and I could party together. But I imagine it's just like as much as I'd love to have you along, I wouldn't want you to be bored playing some of these lower level quests. So there's Yugado. Me cast. Oh, is this bee gonna get me? Is it gonna be like real life? So how tough are the enemies around here? Okay, good. I was like worried that. All right, so the person I'm looking for is Leia Mosey. So like sometimes I will say this. Um, Sometimes the words above NPCs and players' heads are a little blurry. I'd love that to be a little bit more clear rather than just the graphics. But I mean, graphics upgrade would be kind of nice. Well, it's like the laptop that the game is running on. It's an HP, um, and uh, it's just like sometimes it has problems running Windows Movie Maker, um, and but Final Fantasy 11 most of the time it doesn't have that many issues. It's usually just uh, if I've had it on for a couple days and haven't restarted it in a while. Good. We were talking Smoothskin's foods offering, Quack, but now you must be leaving Quack. All right, so I gave him the food offering. All right, so I'm going to go back the way I came according to the Wikia. Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. That's a cool feature. Is, huh. So when you level down, I would hope that you would level back up once you exit. And hopefully you wouldn't lose any of your gear because I know there's some gear that you can only use at certain levels. So I wouldn't want you to risk losing your gear if that's a risk. Um, yeah, so far the game, where am I going? G7. The game plays better than what I expected, but it is an over 20-year-old game. But I use a whole other laptop for the streaming. So I have, um, I have the laptop the game is running under to my left, and then right in front of me is where my webcam, along with my capture card, is hooked up to my Lenovo, which is a laptop I bought back in 2014. It's first laptop I bought with my to write books on. But um, after after hooking up my HP to my Lenovo, so the Lenovo would stream. Um, the quality's gotten much better. Like the first 4 times I streamed Final Fantasy 11, I was just using the HP, using it to run the game and stream it. And there was definitely some issues. I think with each stream, the quality's gotten better, and I've gotten better at streaming in general. Um, so I I write. Well, I've kind of taken a break from writing because it's a long story. But anyways, I'm mostly interested in horror as far as like writing, but I write urban fantasy, which is kind of like X Files or Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Um, so I've written 8 books, and they're a mix of horror and supernatural urban fantasy. But I'll read just almost anything. But I mostly like to read. Some of my favorites is horror and science fiction. Like right now, I'm reading Children of Dune. This place is a maze. Um, but I haven't published a book in a while. The last book I published was in 2020, so I've taken a bit of a break and written off and on. And the reason for that is because the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, killed my book sales because I was doing a lot of book tours through the state I live in and the neighboring states, and I was doing pretty well until COVID. And then it's like once the lockdowns kind of stopped, and once I was able to do book signings again, it's like I was back at square one. It was really disheartening, unfortunately. But that being said, I still love writing. I'm working on a role playing book right now. Uh, that's going to be kind of inspired by Resident Evil and Silent Hill, so it'll be a survival horror type deal. Um, so kind of, it's either going to be called Mansions or similar in Falls. I love how these fish just fly. It's so funny to me. So those are my current projects. Don't know when those will be done, and I was working on a science fiction book, but maybe I'll come back to that someday. We'll see. I'm getting close. There's a giant mouth right there. Thank you. Um, so I've written two series and two standalones. My first book was called Revolving Doors, which is a short story collection, and then I wrote two different series: Phantom Lock, which is a three-book series, and then the Half Angel series, which was another three-book series. And then I wrote a book called The Legacy. Is this the guy I need to talk to? Yes, it is. Awesome, I found you. But The Legacy was a standalone horror. You'd be coming a long way to deliver this, Kaya. You'd be telling me other smooth skins to keep others offering. Leo Piper starts casting Knight's Mind. What the heck does that mean? Alright. Alright, so now I gotta return. It's it was rather uneventful. I also love Resident Evil and Silent Hill. I'm currently playing the Separate Ways expansion for Resident Evil 4 remake, and that's my favorite Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 remake is my favorite. I've played almost all of them. The ones I still need to get to is Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica. Those are the only two I haven't played. So once I finish Separate Ways, I'll probably play 0 and then Code Veronica. The reason I'm saving Code Veronica for last is because I'm pretty sure the next remake they're going to do is Code Veronica. So it'd be kind of cool because I played the original Resident Evil 4 and the Resident Evil 4 remake back to back, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely. So my published name, it's no trouble to ask because I mean I'm on the internet, so it's not like I wanted to keep it a secret. My published name is A. Charles Ross. I might actually have one of my books right behind me. Oh, here's a good one. I don't know how well my camera's going to pick that up. This is one of the Phantom Lock books. I appreciate the interest. Um, so it's like if you go to not my Final Fantasy Survives channel, but my other channel that I think I've commented on your videos with a couple times. Um, that's my book channel, but I do movies there too. But you should be able to find links to my Amazon page. I appreciate the interest. Um, I would highly recommend playing as much of them as you can. Uh, I would say the remake of RE4 is definitely scarier and more intense than the original. The original was kind of like cheesy action comedy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just the remake does almost everything better. And I'm not even just talking about from a graphical standpoint. I think the characters are written much better, and Ashley is not annoying in the remake. She's actually really sweet and endearing. Um, it's like when she gets sick later on in the game, I pulled almost an all nighter to see what would happen, even though I played the original game. So my books are available on Amazon in both physical form, and there should be versions of them to read digitally too. Forget what it's called. I think I think you might be right. They might be ebooks. So there are digital versions of them that you can like read on your tablet or Amazon Fire or whatever. Amazon Kindle, not Amazon Fire. Yeah, I don't mind original Ashley. It's just like the remake. Um, it makes her. She's so much more self sufficient. I mean, she's still a scared girl, but I don't know her friendship that she develops with Leon is also really endearing, um, and that's what I really like about it. So if I had to rate my top three Resident Evil games, I would go with Resident Evil 4 remake. I'd go then Resident Evil 2 remake, and then Resident Evil 1 remake. Uh, so the Resident Evil 1 remake that came out on the GameCube is uh, generally still very, very impressive. And that game came out, I mean, not too long after Final Fantasy 11 came out, which is insane. But I did like 5. 6, I didn't like at all. I genuinely actually kind of hated it. I was ready for it to be over. My only nitpick about 5 is I think the last battle, boss fight with Wesker is ridiculously difficult. Um, so I would recommend The Legacy. So do I have a copy of The Legacy sitting at my feet? Here it is, actually. So I'd recommend. Oh, this is my proof copy. So it wouldn't have. So this is my preview copy for to make sure that the book looked good. This thing's old. So I would recommend The Legacy. Um, for a first time reader, if they're not wanting to get into the series, into either of the series. Not those aren't good, I mean, but the Legacy has a lot in common with The Shining or Suspiria in movies like what was another one that I used to compare it to? Stay. Stay was another one that was an inspiration. As I used to get that asked that question all the time. I go to bookstores instead of for a book sign, and people would come up to me and they'd be like, well, why don't you give me a book for free, and if I like it, I'll buy another one. And I'm like, I put months of my life into this stuff. I'm not gonna just give a random stranger a book for free. Um, I've given them as gift to friends and family. That's different. And most of the time when I do that, people end up insisting on paying me anyway. Shining's a good book. I like the movie too. Uh, because I think they were both great in their own right. Even though I know Stephen King doesn't necessarily care for Jack Nicholson's portrayal of Jack Torrance. I do miss doing book signings, but it's just uh, maybe I'll get back into it one day. But I've had other passions kind of take the reins of my life, like doing movie commentaries with my fiance has been an absolute blast. I love doing that with her. Um, and then I still write. Like I write for my D&D group. I'm a DM for my Dungeons and Dragons group, and that in itself, in a way, has been more rewarding and what else? And then I started this channel about 4 or 5 months ago because I really wanted to do uh, Final Fantasy stuff because I love this series so much. Um, and I kind of figured, once I got some videos under my belt, I was like, why don't I stream 11? That seems like it'd be like a niche thing to do. I've got a lot of videos on my other channel. There's a lot of stuff on there. I think I started that thing almost 9 years ago. Which is crazy to think about. So despite the hiccups, I've enjoyed streaming so far. I was kind of worried about it for a little bit. So you mentioned that you've played since you were 6. So have you paid every month 6 then, or have you taken breaks between now and when you were 6? If, I'm just curious. If you don't want to answer that, that's fine. Because I was mentioning earlier that I really admire your commitment. Excuse me, I got something in my eye. Have you ever thought about giving Final Fantasy 14 a try? I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I streamed a little bit of FF14. And what's crazy about that game is that it's got a free trial that you can play up to level 70. It's not like 11's trial where it's limited by days. You can get hundreds of hours into 14 without dropping a dime. I was like, yeah, there's um, restrictions and stuff, but it's still crazy. Okay, so it's cool that this game still has a lot of life in it. I don't know, let me do a search real quick, see how many people. Like when I do the search, it says 949 people. I mean, correct me if you feel differently, but I feel like 949 people, that's a lot of people. And there's what? Like a dozen servers? Come here. So my cat keeps acting like she's going to jump up on my lap, and then doesn't. I've never played World of Warcraft. How long ago did you? Uh, well, before I ask that question, um, I played World of Warcraft for maybe like 30 minutes back when I was in high school. It might be completely different now. It just wasn't for me. Um, what I like about 14 so more now is that I like that 14. And this isn't a knock against 11. It's just is that you get experience for doing just about everything. Um, and it's easier to get around. And I like that. Like for example, this map in 14 is like you can have the map kind of on the screen and still walk around. Like I love that. I wish 12 or 12. I wish 11 had that. Like, I wish they would have upgraded that. Um, how long ago did you try 14? Yeah, I can't imagine them ever shutting down 11. I guess I could see it going down to just a handful of servers, but I mean the fact that EverQuest is still online and kicking, a game that has been out since 1999, is impressive in itself. But I imagine that this game, the fact that it's a mainline Final Fantasy game, I think that'll be enough to, and as long as it keeps making money, uh, Square will keep it running. Personally, I think it'd be cool if they brought it back to consoles. Like, I don't mind playing it on my laptop, but I imagine it would run a lot smoother on my Series X or my PS5. There's part of me that's where I'm like, boy, I feel dumb. Where it's like, where am I at again? And I just do this constantly. I do feel like I'm getting better at getting around. Like each time I play this game, I get better at it. And there is a sort of reward in that. All right, I gotta go back to the rhinoceros, and I know enough about this game to know that there weren't teleport points, or at least if there were very little of them. So I like that there are teleport points. Uh, that are available to get around. I need to go to Nurse Waters. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I was crunching the numbers, you know, the other day, uh, like just guessing how many people were in each server, and it was about that much. And I googled like how many people actually currently work on 11, and I think it's 6 people. I think that's what, according to Google, it was six. It's 6 people uh, work on FF11, and it's crazy that they still do events and add new stuff, and even though it's not full expansions, uh, it's at least something. Game Master Jail? No, what's that? Oh, scared me there for a second. We of the Rhinoceros would like to explore the underground canals too, and investigate why the Great Beast disappeared after the war ceased. The Great Beast? But the entrance to the canals of Windhurst Walls have been off limits for 20 years. I'm surprised it didn't say 2020. Spider calls know only the prime as the priming gates. I know. That's why I'm asking you for your cooperation. Our objectives coincide. I'm in search of Karabara's laboratory, and you're in search of the Great Beast's lair. But opening the priming gate is not so easy a thing. The key is our Rhinoceros Ministry's ring, and Minister Ruksuku's wouldn't to you lend. I swear, I'm an avid reader, but 11 for some reason, the way they write their dialogue, it trips me up for some reason. You don't get what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you. Listen, oh, the night Riksuku comes back from the Northlands. Let's continue the discussion later. Back from Gideus now, I see. Your mission done? What a joy, what glee. Oh, that was the Orrery Minister, Aldo Marjurido, who wants to go to Karubaru's lab in the canal. So it really is the truth what rumors say. He's been asking about forbidden magic today. I'm surprised he doesn't get caught without quibble. But when her Sybil guards and the great star Sybil. Anyway, your task complete, your mission done, so return to the gay house where you begun. The rhyming. I'm sure something great awaits you back at that gate. I hope so. Yes, please tell me about the Game Master jail in the game. I'm really curious about what that is. I'm also terrified. So GMs were Square Enix employees who played FF11 Humes in Scary Night Hour. They had red names. They would show up, and it was so scary. If you're cheating, they would teleport you to jail, then talk to you there. Is that still a thing? Like, have you witnessed that, or is that a real thing? That sounds kind of awesome. So, what qualifies as like cheating in this game? Like, is that still a thing? So you completed the mission. Then I shall be recommending you for promotion. Yes. I suggest you try your hand at Conquest now, as you'll need to gain more rank points before we can issue you further missions. Okay, I'll have to look that up. You can gain rank points you need from participating in regional conquests. Ask the War Warlock Guard in charge of conquests over there for further information. See you around. I got 1,000 gil. I finally got gil for doing a quest. That's awesome. I mean, according to my Google search, there's the team that works on 11 is 6 people strong. I would imagine at this point they could even probably have a computer program that does that, but maybe I don't know. Uh, maybe they still do it, but it's just less common. So what qualifies as cheating? Like breaking the game? Like is there a way to enter cheat codes, or is cheating like if you create multiple characters and play with them at once? Which I've heard about people doing that. But that's pretty cool. So I mean, nothing crazy. I feel like speed hacks and teleporting around isn't the worst, but obviously, I guess they had a way they intended you to play the game. But I could see how breaking the guild system is a big no-no. All right, I'm gonna take a short break just to walk around, but I'm not done streaming. The cats are staring at me like they're hungry, so I'm going to feed them real quick. Yeah, I mean, banning would be really bad. I would not want to get banned after paying a certain amount either. But I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, so it's about 30. I'm not tired, so I'll probably just keep playing. What do I want to do? It's like staying up. I work third shift, so staying up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning isn't something that I struggle with. What should I do next? I mean, I don't know if I really. I just have to take on some conquest stuff. I'm curious to see what exactly that entails. Oh, there you are. Yeah, you look a lot more badass than me, but hey, I'll get there. I don't know. What do you think I should do next? No, don't apologize. I think it's cool. It makes me feel like I'm getting the OG Final Fantasy 11 experience. Wait, I want to wave too. I'm so bad at this. Have I done outpost quests? Um, I've done so. I think so. If I um, outpost quests, so I believe so. Like I've run food to outposts. Hey, you learn something new every day. That guy did something really cool. Um, I think I've just delivered food to outposts. Outposts. I've not done anything crazy. Is it better? Does it? Let me type. They're basically obsolete now. What do you mean they're obsolete? So, well, another question I have: is it better when you're talking to me in game? Is it better for me to talk to you verbally, or should I type it? Do you know about sparks? Okay, so I know there's a bit of a delay between what I'm seeing and whatever. But no, I don't know. Okay, I think you're pulling my leg, but it's not a cheat, is it? You're not going to get me thrown in jail, are you? All right, so you're pointing at. Gosh, just use my trusty mouse. Oh no, you don't. I can't say squat until you enable the original objective and the objective list under the records of eminence section of the quest menu. Okay, so let me see. As far as we know, there's no GM jail. Let me have a look. Records of eminence. Is that? there's that. I guess not. I mean, like I said, I just started this game. Uh, buy items. I could certainly try. Until you enable that original objective and the objective list. You made 800,000. That's been my bit. That's been one of my biggest. Oh, is this it? I think I might have figured it out. Holy crap! Did I actually just figure something out? Haha! This person kind of looks like your character. Don't mind me while I read this. Congratulations! Oh, if you only knew. If I were as lucky as you. Here goes nothing. You're the 11,111th person to ever visit this square. I wonder if that's accurate. That doesn't feel accurate. I feel like there's got to be more. To honor this crowning achievement, we're prepared to offer you a hefty reward. How hefty. They say that curiosity killed the cat. Well, I don't want any of that because I'm a cat person, but I can assure you that that's not the case here. Now to peel back the veritable curtain on your commemorative prize. Ta-da! It's Mirandol? Aren't you in rapture now? This is no ordinary run-of-the-mill doll. I'll have you know it's imbued with sorcery and engravings. Your record of eminence exploits upon itself. Now that it's a handy-dandy tool if I've ever heard of one. Record of eminence? Question mark. That's literally what I'm thinking. What? You really haven't heard? Well, I mean, I had another player tell me, but why don't you tell me anyway? I thought everyone heard. It may have come as a surprise to you, but you're already participating in records of eminence. Am I now? Yes, indeed. By talking to me, you've cleared your first objective. That means you eventually get another present. Sparks of eminence? Hey, you mentioned sparks, which acts as quantifiers of your grandeur. Probably said that wrong. I swear I'm well read. Anyway, now that you know the ropes, it's time you try it out for yourself. Quick, sink your fangs into any short quests in the objective list under records of eminence. Is this the person that tried to trick me at the very beginning of the game when I first walk into town? Is this her? A person that looked a lot like this tried to trick me into giving me the money before. Certain objectives can be repeated too, so there'll be more to try than there are cats in a clouder. Once you've accrued enough sparks from completing objectives, come talk to me for a saucer of good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, your immortal is top notch, so I'm gonna need 11,111 gil for it. Not convinced it's worth the price? That thing's creepy. Okay then, watch this. With a simple clap of my hands, it disappears like magic. That's the power of arcane blah blah blah. As it is.
It's fine. It's hilarious.
So yeah, there's no way I could entrust something so amazing to you for free. Pay up. So I've only got cat calls for you. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but the last one feels kind of mean. Am I flirting with her if I say I've only got cat calls for you? Well, you said to say no, so I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust. Fine then. I do feel kind of bad that she gave me this thing for free. Huh? Why am I giving up so easily? Because the doll's already registered to you. If you're not going to give me money, there's nothing I can do about it. I see. Dang, I should have flirted with her. But I also don't want to accidentally give away all my money because it's like I started from like 50 gil. Hold on, bear with me. Is there a way to hotkey your emotes? It seems like that's such an inconsequential thing, but it seems like a pain to. Now you can do ROEs under quest objectives. I'll check those out here in a second. I, believe it or not, I actually used to do river dancing. That'd be cool. I would like to have cooler stuff. As like the helmet that I have is kind of it's kind of it's pretty dorky. I was kind of hoping praise seems the closest to thank you. All right, so I look under this. Vanquish Aquans. Defeat the requested number of experiencing yield Aquans in non-Abyssia areas. 300 sparks. You misled me. How dare you? What am I looking for? I appreciate your help, by the way. As I really do. Flip it and hit the top button. Flip it and hit the top button. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, inventory. Okay. Where is it? I know it's in here. What the hell? Pardon my French. Items. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, not that I've had trouble finding stuff. It's just, I mean, I don't have a lot to begin with. Configure gameplay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. What's that do? Automatically sorts items as they enter your inventory. Okay, that makes sense. Sorts item by category. Sorts item by name. But yeah, like I was saying, I appreciate your help. As I'm sure there's a lot cooler stuff you'd rather be doing. As I feel very noobish to this game. Now we'll auto sort. I told you. That's okay. It happens. I don't take it personally. Which is great. More space is good. Vanish Aquins. Non-abyss. I've never even heard of an Abyssia area. Where the heck is that? Are Aquins the fish that like float above the water? Is that what those are? Oh, so there's the fish and there's the crabs. You're not annoying me. Don't say that. You're being very nice. I really appreciate it. If anything, I feel like I'm the one that's being annoying, but you've been nothing but nice. I really appreciate it. It makes the game more fun for me. Non-Abyssia area. What's a non-Abyssia area? I would love to join your link show. Let's see if I can. Is that something you have to invite me to? Might be the lowest level. All right. So how do I join? How do I join a link show? Is that an invite you have to send to me first? Because I don't have any link shell items. Okay. So if I go just find some water and beat up some crabs, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking about doing was just grinding, but now I've got even more incentive to do so. You're welcome to come with if you'd like, but that's totally up to you. So for the linked shell, which I'd be happy to join, do you send that invite to me? Okay. You want to show me how to? Sorry, my fiance messaged me. You'll lead me there for the link shell. Okay. Because like the link shell thing seems kind of alien to me. I was like, you have to have a. So is the link shell basically like a chat room, or is it like a party thing, or? I'd be curious to see what exactly that does. Okay. All right, you lead the way. All right, so which part of the Windhurst walls would you like to go to? Near the Heavens Tower, the residential area, or near the auction house? Oh, that's okay. No worries. How late do you usually stay up? Like I said, I see you. So I'm usually good to stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock my time. I just want to make sure I'm not keeping you up. Sorry, I don't know. I guess I feel like I'm outrunning you. You've got to have equipment that allows you to run faster than me. So my goofy little cap can't be giving me that much of an advantage. That's okay. It's the OG 11 experience, right? Or does it really? Because I'll have to watch it. Like, of course, there's an NPC just for link shells. Fair greetings to you, Wanderer. I am a link shell concierge charged with uniting lone explorers of Vana'diel with link shells with similar goals. How may I help you today? So, am I handing out link pearls or am I recruiting link shells? If there's a brigade link shell, pick it up. He doesn't look like he's offering. Do I do tell more for that? What's crazy is I'm sure you've got war stories to tell about how the game has changed. Pearls. Okay. It's also worth noting that link pearls can only be registered to adventurers who have been active in Vana'diel for at least 45 days. Have you been playing the game for at least 45 days? Oh, he didn't give me. In a word, we matched adventurers looking for link shells. Those link shells interested in taking in new members. I accept link pearls from link shells in the overworld and distribute them to appropriate adventurers. This service is provided by Adventurers Mutual Aid Network, and as such, anyone working for Vana'diel's greater good is eligible to participate. Additionally, please be aware that I'm only able to offer you one link shell per day, or one link pearl. So, is it me that has to have played the game for 45 days to be included in the link shell? Is that what's... Is that what the problem is? Do I have to wait 45 days for joining your link shell? Okay. Excellent. Please select which link shell you are interested in contacting. Okay, this is cool. So, which one's yours? I feel like you told me. Struggle cuddles. Some of these are funny. I'm surprised how tame some of these are. That's another thing I appreciate about this game is that a lot of the players seem like they at least stay family friendly. So the brigade right here, make sure that's the only one called the brigade. That's a pretty cool name. So do I pick receive link pearl? Is that what I do? It is my sincere pleasure to bestow this upon you. Your new link shell is beyond doubt filled with many looking for new companions. Be sure to say a few words of greeting. May your new link shell provide you with fond memories that will last a lifetime. Cool. Alright, so that's it, right? I just... Is that it? Pretty much do it itself. Welcome to the brigade. Join our Discord community and hang out. Awesome. I appreciate the invite. I'll have to uh, check out your Discord if that's okay. Did I do everything right? So So I just do it like this, see if it works. Okay, I see it. So I'm gonna type with two hands. Oops. Awesome. I really appreciate that. That's cool. That's really cool. Awesome. 25. So there's 25 to 30 people in our link shell. I appreciate that. I think it'll really help. do you do you know any of these people in real life? Yes, I would still be down to go vanquish some quabs. Quabs? Let's go vanquish some quabs. That's cool. Um, so real quick, with the Records of Eminence quests, and forgive me, I'm going to have a million questions. Uh, do I have to do anything to activate it, or is this right here good enough? Because I know some of the quests have been kind of finicky, like, oh, you have to go talk to several NPCs before your party flag. Mm. You made a request to join Best Darn Pumpkin's party. Another question I meant to ask you is, what do you use? What do you play with? I use a PlayStation 3 controller, so that way I get as close to the original PS2 experience as possible. Seem to make them listed as current, but that's all. Make sure I do that. Yeah, it's listed as current, so I think we're good to go. What the heck? That sound is horrible. So do I need to do anything else? You invited me to the party. Oh, accept the invite. There you go. Yeah, it's a shame they discontinued the PST and PST, the PS2 and Xbox support. Is that it? Are we going the right way? I don't think this leads outside. Am I wrong? Of course, I feel like you would know better than me. Yeah, this is the Mog House. Did you mean to come in here? Yeah, I think we needed to go back to the front gates. Oh, you're switching jobs. Okay, gotcha. No worries. How about I just meet you at one of the gates? I'll go ahead and make my way there, and you can meet me there. Does that sound good? Oh, that was quick. Never mind. Yes, I can do that. I was gonna tell you where I was at, but you already figured it out. So next time on my own time, I'm gonna figure out how to hotkey emotes and all that good stuff. I know you probably don't need this, but I need to practice casting spells on other characters / players. Pippi. Oh boy. So you got a lot of cool trusts. My work has only just begun. Wow, that's hilarious. Seems a little bit overkill, but I'm all for it. Wow, that was brutal. No, it's okay. I mean, if you want to keep them around, I guess it would make things go quicker. 'Cause I feel like the two of us can. I mean, I took on some crabs all by myself. Am I heading the right direction? Yep, there's some water. Well, so when I asked you like how you play, um, do you use a controller? Or do you use mouse and keyboard? As like I said, I use a PlayStation controller for playing on my laptop. I was just curious if you use keyboard or not, or if you use a controller. Yeah, no worries. It's like I'm level 14. Does that matter? Oh, you need 3 minutes. I mean, I'm happy to help you level. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. It's another thing I didn't know about this game is I didn't know that you could switch jobs randomly. That's pretty cool. while you're grinding to your next level, I'm going to take that opportunity to powder my nose real quick. That means go to the bathroom. Some people don't know what that means. And I forget. All right, I'm back. Where the heck did you go? I lost you. Well, where are you at? So if I can talk, I'm on this here bridge. Okay, definitely try that. Oh, did you find me? Yep. Oh, view requests. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, we ready to beat these darn crabs? Yeah. That's all I gotta do, right? Awesome. Party. Yes, I accept. I think we're ready to go. I don't think I did that right. Oh well, that's okay. Let's go kick some butt. You're making me jealous. Well, I mean, I feel like this is the way the game's meant to be played. As I figured with the low population, I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't find anyone to play with. But I'm glad that I was wrong. Also, I'm glad that you're getting something out of it. And now I'm no longer hungry. Do you typically ignore the treasure chest? So if it doesn't open, most of the time I don't pay that much attention to it. I don't know how you feel about that. But I see your. That's alright, we can take out frustration on these crabs. They deserve it. Yeah, I thought so too. It's hard to like talk myself into wasting time. No pressure, right? But yeah, it's definitely much more interesting actually partying with another person. Oh, that's the wrong one today. Hey, awesome, I leveled up. Oops. Thank you. Never get tired of the go for it. Did you get into the chest? Found a bead necklace. You're good. All right. I Find more of these darn crabs. Haha. They never stood a chance. Oh shit! Crap! Am I paralyzed? Ah, no! But this guy just started running up and randomly attacking me. Jerk. Nice. Let me double check. I'm close. Sure, that sounds like a good idea, and then I might call it a night after that. Oops. Come on, you little. Oh. Oh yeah, nothing like exterminated a bunch of crowds. I mean, as much as I would love to keep playing, it's almost 3 a.m. here. So I usually like to watch some mindless YouTube before bed. I think we got one more. Woohoo! Congratulations. Oh no, I'm emoting. Cool. Okay. No, I'll just follow you. I feel like you probably know where you're going. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how tough is the fight with the Shadow Lord? Well, so I believe the Shadow Lord is the final boss in um, in base FF11. He's the main villain. The one I'm really excited about is fighting Promathia at the end of the Chains of Promathia expansion. Because I've heard this game has really epic boss fights. So, and that's I've seen a little bit of footage of the combat with Promathia, and it looks epic. Oh, really? Well, once I get to that, I'd be happy to have your help. What? Gosh, I didn't realize I've been playing for almost 3 hours. That's crazy. Um, Okay. I mean, I'm level sensitive, right? Cool, cool, cool. This is neat. As I've been wanting better gear. I've got so. That is super useful. Awesome. Thank you. And I get the gist as far as like, um, oh, what can be used and stuff. Yeah. Make sure that this is better than my current dagger. Damage 3. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Yeah, definitely. That'll definitely help me out because I was trying to buy better equipment and it's just like so darn expensive. Right, right. I learned that the hard way. I think my first or second stream, I saw a scythe and I was like, yeah, I want a scythe. Cool. So is the auction house pretty much obsolete now? Yeah, I really. Fair enough. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It was fun. Well, diff. Anytime you want to play, just let me know. Well, I mean, days that I can actually play. Most time I'll be playing um, Tuesday night, but there might be other times. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off as well. Um, Take care. I'm excited to see your other videos. Um, I'm gonna be getting off the game here in about 5 minutes or so. See you. And thank you as well. I think playing with somebody else has taken Final Fantasy XI from fun to even more fun. The people that are checking us out in the future, jump into FF11. Um, check out the 14-day free trial. I mean, what do you got to lose? Besides